Here we go. Hi, every one person. Two people. Awesome. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I am talking. Hi. Yeah, so we are, well, I'm setting up the lights, ready for the next show. I did have something planned for April Fool's Day, but it didn't quite, well, I didn't get to it in time, so it didn't happen, unfortunately. So you've got this, setting up lights, isn't this exciting? I don't often talk to myself when I'm setting up these lights, so I don't know. Yeah, there's always next year. But, I'll get up next year. Or maybe we do April Fools on Christmas. That will surprise everyone, won't it? I don't know how interesting watching me set up some lights is going to be for people. My guess is not very. But here we are. What a great way to spend a Tuesday. Ah, old school fool. One of my favourite subscribers. Super famous, of course. Or you may electrocute. Yeah, that would be exciting, wouldn't it? That would, well, definitely add something to the video. I'd laugh, and everybody else could laugh. That'd be fine. So in case you're wondering, yes, I do have to set this up and set it down every single time I want to make a video, because it's our living room. So I don't really have a choice. We can't have these up all the time. You're going to hear a lot of banging and clanging. I'm sorry about that, but that's the sound that lights make. Well, I'm in the UK, so our plug sockets, our electrical sockets, are very safe. So I probably couldn't if I wanted to be honest. Unless I did something really stupid, which is quite a possibility. As you can also see, I'm not dressed up ready for videos because sometimes putting all these lights up gets me sweaty and then I have to change. So I do it in clothes where I don't mind sweating in. I could just bounce this up and down for half an hour. It is quite, what's that, ASMR? We'll do that. Yeah, there we go. Bye. So I should probably talk about the lights as I'm doing it. That might be interesting, mightn't it? Yes, I have pants on. It's before the show, so they're on before the show and they come off all the show because I can't do it with pants on, obviously. Yeah, so lights. This is a remote for the lights. That's very interesting, isn't it? But I have to use a remote because it turns them on and off, which is helpful. But when they're up, I can't reach the top to turn them on, so I need a remote, which which is very handy. Okay, I'm talking nonsense. Well, there's no difference to the normal show. There's really just talking nonsense. You see, old school Paul doesn't have pants on. It's making up for my pants. As long as there's pants off somewhere in the world, I'm happy. Get the diffuser on. The diffuser makes the light nice and soft on my beautiful face. I don't know. It's yeah. Well, it stops it being harsh, so it doesn't look like someone's shining a torch in your face. No, I'm not an evil clone. Well, I might be. That's exactly what an evil clone would say, isn't it? I am wearing pants because I'm setting up, and the camera is angled slightly below the waist. But once these are all set up, and I change into my jester costume, then yeah, the pants come off. Also, I don't think the Tesla products need advertising. They're in the news enough already. Just from catching themselves on fire. That's enough advertising for them. So, that's the main lights. These are my, well, I call them my face lights. So they shine on my face, they make my face bright. And they go all the way up. And then we got the two sexy lights at the back, the blue and pink ones. They can be any colour, but blue and pink is clearly the most sexy. Sorry about your ears, people. There is going to be a lot of clanging, and there's not a lot I can do about that. See, they are up, and then I can turn them on. I don't think you can see that very well. Oh, well, it sort of changes the room a bit. Yeah, how good. Oh, I didn't do that one. Wish me luck. We did it, didn't we? Okay, that one's not working. Technical problems with lights. What's happened here? Well, that's user error. As I said, I don't know how entertaining this is to you, but what is entertaining to me is that people find this entertaining. That amuses me. Okay. For the sexy lights, we've got one of these. It's, I don't know what it's called. It's a bar light, a touch bar light. It's in the wrong thing. And we can make it go sexy. Ooh. There we go. So I use this both here and in the bedroom. That's a joke. It is a joke if kids are watching. When the camera's there, I should be looking at the camera rather than the screen. But the chat's on the screen. Oh, the door. This is exciting. We have a guest visitor.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yeah, right. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Love you.
Thank We have oh, hello, I'm back. We have mail. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, it's up in the lounge. It's the only room that's long enough for my ego. No, for the lights. Yeah, so it does involve take. Oh, good. That's annoying. That is annoying. Jingly janglies. Yeah, it's the only room that's long enough to have all the lights, which means I have to take it up and set it down every single time. But hey, that's fine. I enjoy it. That's good. Yes, we had a caller. I would do a box opening stream, even though it's a bag, but it's mail from next door. They got the wrong address, so they didn't even need to interrupt us, really, did they? But no, I'm glad you're here in the living room, in the lounge, the front room, whatever part of the world you say, whatever phrase. As you can tell, I'm not very good on live stream. I think this is my first real live stream ever, so that's why it was setting up lights and not something important, I think. Yeah, it might be better with a what do the Twitch streamers have? Those pools, the mini pools. Yeah, we could do that. Yes, ego is code for penis. Made myself laugh. Oh dear. All right, more lights, more lights. Okay. I don't know how soundproof the walls and windows are. I just imagine someone walking by and hearing me talk about what we talk about, and just imagining their reaction as they walk past. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Okay, so yeah, that's the back one, and then we've got another square light for the other side, which is this one. Yeah, this is a beefy old square light. I got this one first, and then realised that the bar lights are better, but we've still got this one. So this is the blue one. It's a little bit sad, but we can cheer it up. Yeah, sorry. There, and that goes about there. there. You probably won't notice any difference or much difference on the, because I'm doing this on my phone at the moment because that was the easiest thing, because I need to set my camera up for filming. Yeah, you probably won't notice much difference, but the camera that I'm using does all kind of nice colour side stuff to make it look nice. Oh, you did actually see it. I just saw it on the feed. I just close the blinds because that's, with the blinds closed, that's where all the best stuff happens. So now the blinds are closed, because that way I can control the light every time, so it's exactly the same, and you get exactly the same experience every single time. I'm sorry if that killed everyone's ears. I do apologise. And the alarm was to start filming. This does normally take about, what, 15 minutes-ish if I'm not showing off for people. And then when I'm talking to people, obviously a lot longer. Yeah, but no, blinds are closed. All the best action happens when blinds are closed. And then we have another square light. Yes, there's a lot of lights. Like, maybe it would be easier if I just opened the blinds. But, yeah, there's a lot of lights. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And this one's for the close-up comments at the end, where, oh, I've lost me knob. Yeah, when we do the comments at the end, this one, I sit a bit closer to the camera, and this is the front one then. Which I never get right, and I always have to adjust, like, halfway through. I'll try and get it right this time. Popcorn. Yeah, grab some popcorn. Grab. Well, alcohol is probably better if you're watching. If you're watching this, it might make it a little bit more interesting. Do we? See, I'd be a great streamer, wouldn't I? I could talk and read at the same time. Brilliant. Do we get a hint on what video you're setting up for? It's the Sexy Tech News. So this week, well, yeah, you can have a little taster. The headline is a 23andMe story, and then there's some other stories. Well, a couple about YouTube. I think Nintendo's in there this week. And then I'm also recording a couple of little mini surprises throughout the week. So there we are. So this is a tripod. Just like me, it has 3 long appendages. Dear. Oh, dear. I did mark this not safe for kids, didn't I? So yeah, we put the camera on the tripod, and then I do have a teleprompter for notes and things, and we'll set that up as well as the microphones. Yes, microphones. So this is a fake microphone. I know everybody's incredibly disappointed, but because I do have a clip-on microphone. But if I don't use this microphone, my hands wander just all over the place, and I end up, well, not as bad as Donald Trump, but things happen with my hands. So so we've got a fake microphone to grip on. I need some kind of shaft to grip onto. And yeah, and I kind of, the whole tech jester thing, I think it's kind of like the sticks that the jesters used to hold. It kind of gives me that feeling of, gives me a feeling of being funny. I don't know if it actually works, but there we go. Coffee's going cold now. Okay. And of course this, I don't know if you can actually see this in the video or not, but all the streamers tend to have their own sports drink for some reason, so I went with just generic energy. It does help. Old school forward, it does help your hands with something to do. Useful if you're not wearing pants. It's very useful if you're not wearing pants because we don't want to. We don't want to wander below. So yeah, that's definitely what that's for. So I'll set the camera up here and then move it because otherwise it's going to be out of frame and not interesting. So the camera I'm using is a Sony ZV-E10 or ZV-E10, depending on what part of the world you're from. It's easier to say ZV-E10 than it is ZV-E10, even though I'm British. Just because there's a V after the Z. So before I put this on there, I'll make sure everything's tightened. So this camera is absolutely brilliant. So it does have a lot of the features that the top end Sony has, but not at that price tag. Obviously there's some features missing, but it's perfect for YouTube and stuff like this. Yeah. And then the lens, of course I had to get a massive lens for this tiny camera because we still got, yeah, we still got, yeah. So this is yeah, big lens, but it's a 16mm Sigma lens with a wide angle view, so I can have the camera pretty close to my beautiful face, and it can still get in all the beautiful lighting. Whereas if I was to use a more wider, closer lens, as you can tell, I'm a great camera guy, it would it'd be very boxed in, it would be very tight. And as much as I like it when it's tight, we need to let everybody in. It's open for everybody. So there we go. I always keep the lens cap on right until the end because I'm very clumsy, and I'll probably hit it with something. So that's the camera. So I have this little 8-bit do for controlling the teleprompter and scrolling through notes and stuff. I thought to get it as close to skin colour as possible, and then I realised that I'm not a Simpson. So there we go. No, it's that frame. Looks like I disappeared. I do apologise. Hello, you scrumptious doodle. That's the first time I've ever been called that. That's the first time I've ever had those two words in that order. But thank you. Hello. we're nearly getting to the end of this. I don't think I can drag it out for too much longer. But as long as we're all having a good time, oh, voice broke then. As long as we're all having a good time, then I'm having a good time. So then the last tripod is for the teleprompter. And that tissue is not for good times. That's for covering up dust as well, so it doesn't get dusty. Oh, that's an awful noise. I'm going to stand like this. Sorry. I could do it clean actually. Okay. old school for my son who was 17 watched the roast of Elon. I thought he was going to wet himself. Oh, that's brilliant. Well, not that he, but still, no, I'm glad to hear that. Thanks. You see, sometimes when you write these things, you don't actually know if they're funny or not because you wrote it, and sometimes you think it's funny. You think, oh yeah, that's a good line or whatever, but you don't really know until you put it out somewhere, and then someone says what they think. So the short version is I'm glad your son nearly wet himself. Oh. Oh, is it? Alright, well, thanks. Also, which one is it, Carl? Carl is an old friend. Is it coming from the phone or the mic? So microphone, phone, microphone, phone. Oh yeah, that'd be the phone. Oh well, yeah. I'll speak up a bit then. I thought it was coming from here. That's what I told it to do. Clearly, it did not. You see, this is why this is the first live stream and not the not something really important live stream. The roast of Elon become one of my friend's favourite videos. Wow, that is awesome. I can't. There's a lot of videos out there, honestly. Well, maybe you haven't watched very much. Maybe that's like the second video you've ever watched, and that's your favourite. No, but that's awesome. Thank you. Okay, I would try to speak up because I don't know how to switch it while it's live. So there we go. I am speaking up. Hopefully YouTube done some kind of magic sound thing and kind of picked up the voice a little bit and make it a bit clearer. I don't know, but if the sound has been terrible, I do apologise. I didn't realise. Oh, cool, awesome. That was awesome to the sound being fine, not the pain meds. But if you're enjoying the pain meds, that's also cool. And I can imagine that's why that's what allows you to stay watching this. I'm wandering around, but I think I'm almost done. So we have to end it soon, unfortunately. Oh, I got a chair. So before I didn't have a chair, and I made it look like I was sitting on a chair, and I was just kind of hovering like this, reading the comments. But now I've got an actual chair to sit on. Lucky me. I mean, that's YouTuber privilege right there. One chair. But you can't just use a dining. This is a real problem. So I couldn't just use a dining room chair because they're too low, and then you don't get all the nice stuff in the background. So I had to find a high enough chair to sit on. That's a real problem. It wasn't a brand deal. No, people don't send me free. I think people are scared to send me free stuff because I don't really say a lot of nice stuff. I don't think it's a dirty Barstool. It's it said share, I think. Warning. Ensure fingers are clear of moving parts. I think that's a good rule of life, isn't it, really? Although sometimes you want your fingers to be in moving parts. Okay, this is not for kids. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, we can finally afford the chip. Yeah, budget has increased. I think it was £15. No expense spared. I just did that, didn't I? Tissues on the floor. That's fine. Oh, we can do the microphones, I suppose, and then we can wrap up. Oh, I could let you in on a secret for the microphone. See, this is supposed to have one of these microphones in it. Triple the sexy tech budget. Yeah, we'll get 3 chairs. we'll show them. So this is supposed to have one of these wireless microphones in it, but this was a cheap one and it kind of scratched up the first one I put in there, so I didn't want to do that again. So then I just put this little cover on it, and then it looks great. And these wireless ones clip onto the back of just the back down there, and then I can run a lavalier mic through them, so it's all good. That's an amazing. That's yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna butcher your name. I do apologise. I'm gonna do my best. Kostadin Stoichev. Did I? How well did I do on a percentage scale of 1 to 100? Because that's how percentages work. In this world of influence, Stanley Cups, your content is super refreshing. You're an absolute hoot and a half. Thank you. That is. I get a little star as well, gold star. Content is absolutely amazing. I don't know if I'd go for it. Well, yeah, it's difficult when you watch your own stuff, isn't it? I don't see it, but I thank you. That's really nice. Thank you. You can also try and Kyle. Yeah, I can't do it. Sorry, it's 4 letters too long. I said it perfectly. Wow, I'm getting better at names. I'm not going to get better at CEO names though. They're still going to be butchered, and largely on purchase. Purchase? Yeah, purchase. This is why I edit. Largely on purpose. I will see you later too, old school fool. Thank you very much. And I think that's going to be a time to wrap it up, because I think I am ready to shoot now with all the lights set up. We've got a cat there that's just out of frame. Let's show you a cat. There's a cat. You know the internet loves cats, so there we go. So yeah, we will wrap up. I will start shooting, and then start editing, and then away we go. Thanks for tuning into this. Well, we'll call it a test live stream, but it's been awesome. I had a lot of fun doing it. Maybe we'll do this. What do you reckon? Do this for every time we set up? Yeah, everybody loves the cat. We'll see if we can get the cat in more. See, look, the internet loves cats. Who doesn't love cats? Okay, so yeah, we'll wrap it up. Maybe we'll do another one of these next time. Next time you see that clumsy. That's why the lens cap is on. But maybe we'll do another one next time we set up. If people are up for that. Okay, I think we'll call it. Have a fantastic Tuesday and April Fool's Day, everyone. Oh yeah, for the late people, I did have some. Yeah, there's a few people that came in a little bit later. I did have something set up for April Fool's, but then I didn't quite do it in time. So as we said, there's next year for that, and that's why we got this instead. Lucky us. So yeah, maybe we'll do this again, and yeah, take care, everyone, and that's it. Happy April Fool's Day. Bye. I have to see. Look. How do I stop it? Oh, like this.